My name is Malcolm Roulette, also known as Malcolm Munroe. I am involved with Midway Christian Leadership, formerly known as Continental Mission, based out of Thompson, Manitoba. I am co-chair of the board of directors. Midway Christian Leadership's focus is to develop and grow local Christian leaders in the Thompson area. Our base and our office is in Thompson, and we have a network that spreads throughout most of the northern communities around the Thompson area. We are very well known for our Midway Bible Camp. We also do quite a bit of adult and youth life coaching in Thompson. I kind of grew up around Midway Christian Leadership's ministries. I grew up going to Midway Bible Camp. My first time there was in the year 2000 at age 10. And I was one of the campers that went there year after year. And then in 2005, when I was old enough, I volunteered in the kitchen. And I kept volunteering year after year. And eventually, I started cabin leading. And this was about 2007. So it's been a while. I became a board member, I believe in 2012, and was recently elected chair in January. The best part for myself is being able to see the growth amongst the local Christian teenagers. Seeing the growth of local teenagers that have been coming to Midway Bible Camp, that I personally have counseled, that are beginning to take ownership of their faith. Seeing them take ownership of the Bible camp. Seeing them grow in their faith. Seeing them constantly developing Christian character. This last summer we had just about around a third of our staff at Midway was local Christians from the communities up north. And so that for me is the most exciting part, is seeing growth. Like it's so awesome seeing God's work. Like, we don't take credit for any of it. We acknowledge that we are just God's instrument in all of this. We are just privileged to be able to do God's work on His behalf. And it's encouraging seeing the growth that is happening amongst the youth there. So for me, that is the best part, is seeing the next generation of Christian leaders growing strong. Myself, it's been very humbling being in this position of leadership, knowing that I'm being held accountable, and there is a responsibility that I have as a leader in this organization to live a godly lifestyle, to lead by example. It's not one of those things where I volunteer for a week or two during the summer and then go home and then whatever. But now, as a full-time leader, it's really encouraged me to really live out my faith on a day-to-day, consistent basis. Bill Penner. The man is one of my heroes and inspirations as far as living a missionary lifestyle, being an example of godliness, an example of devotion. You know, just the heart that he has for the people and the ministry. Faithful to serving God wherever he goes, and just the impact that he's had in northern Manitoba. You know, it's such a great witness for how God can lead through a person. Definitely have a prayerful attitude. We really emphasize our people to be following God's call. We want the people to really be led to the ministry. It's one thing for us to seek people out, but what's more important than that is for God to work in a person's life and to move them to serve. We want people that are there because they feel led by God to be there. So definitely have a prayerful attitude. In any ministry, not just ours, but like in a ministry, in any sort of ministry in the world, we want people that are there because they feel led by God to be there. So definitely have a prayerful attitude. We want people that are genuinely set on following God. And if God has them led towards Midway Christian Leadership, then that's great. Let's do this together.